Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Let me ask you something. How many times have you started something new, a diet, a project, a study plan, or a side hustle, only to give up halfway? If that sounds like you, you're not alone. Most people are great at starting, but very few are good at finishing. In today's video, we'll explore one of the most practical and inspiring books on this topic. Finish. Give Yourself the Gift of Done, by Jon Acuff. This book reveals the real reasons why we often quit halfway and shows how to finally complete what we start, without guilt, stress, or perfectionism. So stay tuned, because by the end of this video, you'll know how to start less, finish more, and finally achieve your goals. Let's begin. Chapter 1: Perfectionism, the Biggest Enemy of Progress. Jon Acuff starts with a truth bomb. Perfectionism is the enemy of progress. We wait for the perfect plan, perfect timing, or perfect energy to start something, and that perfect moment never comes. For example, you decide to study English for 1 hour daily. You do it on day 1, skip on day 2, and on day 3 you think, well, I already missed 2 days, maybe I'll start next week. And just like that, your dream fades away. Jon says, the solution is simple but powerful. Don't aim for perfect. Aim for progress. Even if you can't give 100% every day, give 50%. If you can't study for an hour, do 20 minutes. Because done is better than perfect. Perfectionism tells you, if you can't do it perfectly, don't do it at all. But finishing says, even small steps count. Chapter 2: Make your goals realistic. Most people fail not because they're lazy, but because their goals are unrealistic. We say things like, I'll lose 10 kilos in a month. I'll wake up at 4 a.m. every day. I'll read 50 books this year. But when reality hits, we give up. Jon teaches us the SMART goal principle. S. Specific. M. Measurable. A. Achievable. R. Realistic. T. Time bound. In short, don't create goals that make you feel defeated before you even start. Cut your goals in half. If you want to write 10,000 words, aim for 5,000 first. If you want to work out an hour daily, start with 30 minutes. Why? Because smaller goals build momentum. And momentum creates motivation. As Jon says, you don't need a bigger dream, you need a smaller start. Chapter 3: Make it fun. We think success should feel serious, full of sacrifice and pain. But Jon says, that's completely wrong. If it's not fun, you won't finish it. When we turn our goals into punishment, our brain resists. So, inject fun into your process. For example, if you are learning English, don't just study grammar. Watch English movies, sing songs, talk to yourself in English, make it a game. If you are saving money, create a progress chart or challenge your friends. When your brain associates joy with your goal, it stays motivated. So remember, make it fun if you want it done. Chapter 4: The Halfway Wall. Every project has a point where things get tough. The excitement fades, progress slows, and you start doubting yourself. Jon calls this point the halfway wall. It's the place where most dreams die. At the start, everything is exciting. At the end, you see the finish line. But in the middle, you just feel stuck. To survive this phase, Jon suggests: create small milestones. Reward yourself for every mini success. Track your progress visually. For example, if your goal is to read 10 chapters, celebrate after every 2 chapters. If your goal is to save 10,000 rupees, reward yourself when you reach 2,000 rupees. These small wins keep your energy alive and remind you that you are moving forward. Chapter 5: The Power of Strategic Quitting. This part of the book is surprising. Jon says it's okay to quit. Wait, what? Yes, but not randomly. He calls it strategic quitting. Sometimes we start projects that no longer match our goals or happiness. We keep doing them just because we already began, and that wastes time and energy. Jon's advice: ask yourself, is this goal still worth my effort? If the answer is no, then it's smarter to quit and redirect that energy to something meaningful. Because every yes you give to something wrong is a no to something better. So, don't fear quitting, fear wasting your focus. Chapter 6. Celebrate progress. We humans have a bad habit. We only remember our failures, not our progress. John says, if you don't celebrate small wins, your brain will feel like you are always behind. So, make it a rule to celebrate every step forward. Finished 1 week of consistent study. Reward yourself. Completed 1 video edit. Take a break. Exercised for 5 days. Enjoy your favorite meal. These rewards aren't distractions, they're fuel. They remind your brain that progress feels good, which pushes you to keep going. Remember, what gets celebrated, gets repeated. Chapter 7. Accountability. Don't go alone. John reveals a powerful fact. When you share your goals with someone, your chances of success go up by 65%. And if you check in regularly with that person, the success rate jumps to 95%. That's the power of accountability. So find someone who can keep you on track. A friend, a mentor, or even an online group. When someone's watching your progress, you naturally stay more disciplined. Because it's easy to disappoint yourself, but harder to disappoint others. Accountability turns, I'll try, into, I'll do it. Chapter 8. Overcome fear and excuses. Every unfinished goal has one root cause, fear. Fear of failure. Fear of judgment. Fear of not being good enough. John reminds us that fear doesn't disappear when you start, it just hides in new forms. But the cure for fear is simple. Action. Write down your fears and face them logically. Example. Fear. What if people laugh at me? Response. They're not laughing, they're busy with their own lives. Every time you act despite fear, your confidence grows. And soon, finishing becomes your new habit. Remember, you can't be brave if you're not a little scared. Chapter 9. The Mindset of a Finisher. In the final part, John talks about the real secret, mindset. You don't need to become a different person to finish things. You just need to think differently. Instead of saying, I'm lazy, say, I'm learning consistency. Instead of, I can't do it, say, I'll do it differently. John says, successful people aren't superhumans. They're just people who decided not to quit. Finishing isn't about talent, it's about attitude. When you shift your identity from starter to finisher, you start behaving like one. You stop chasing perfection and start chasing completion. And that's where real growth happens. So, what's the biggest lesson from John Acuff's finish? You don't have to be perfect to succeed. You just have to keep going when others stop. Start small, add fun, track progress, celebrate wins, and most importantly, finish what you start. Because the real gift of success is not just in starting something great, but in having the discipline and joy to see it through. As John says, give yourself the gift of done. If you enjoyed this summary, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more motivational and book summary videos. See you in the next one. And remember, progress, not perfection. Thank you.